Are you someone that struggles with late season stress, filling of the grain, a little bit of late season nitrogen? If they check the box on any one of those questions, AmiNo is definitely the product for you. What we've seen on AmiNo is about 8 bushels per acre on corn nationwide and about 5 to 5.5 on beans. My name is Buck Brazil. I'm a technical agronomist for BW Fusion. I live here in Nebraska. And for BW Fusion, I cover the western states, the plains states. As a technical agronomist, I have multi-facets of my role. Some of those include helping siphon research data to our research team. But on top of that, I also work pretty closely with dealers and growers. And what I do with them is I try to help them examine what they do on their operation, help them with nutrient plans and also product plans. AmiNo can answer a couple different problems on a grower's field. First off, it's got a pretty good level of 17 different amino acids. And some of those amino acids actually help reduce stress. That's the first and foremost thing I think of with AmiNo. Now, there's other things that it can do. And, it can help flush some nitrate levels through there, because on top of the amino acids, we actually have 3 micronutrients involved with it: moly, nickel, and cobalt. Another piece that AmiNo can do is if you are struggling with tissue sample nitrogen levels, this is a great way to just punch a little bit of quick nitrogen in there to help recover those levels and maintain them through the reproductive stages. AmiNo can help you fix late season energy loss by, one, increasing photosynthesis by having better nitrogen sources in there, but also there's so many different things that those 17 amino acids do. What we can do then is cause that plant to have better sugar production. And what I always try to tell people is at the end of the day, our crops are sugar factories. Yield is a byproduct of how efficiently we make sugar production from photosynthesis. So if we have nitrogen levels that go down late season prematurely, that's going to drop photosynthesis level. Well, at the end of the day, we need to have, whether it be the corn kernels, the wheat berries, the soybeans, we have to have them fill as long as possible to get the highest yield we can. When you use AmiNo or any product, obviously the easiest telltale is always going to be the yield at the end of the year. Did it pay for itself? What we've seen on AmiNo is about 8 bushels per acre on corn nationwide and about 5 to 5.5 on beans. But what I like to go out and talk with growers is the visuals you see with it. The biggest visuals I see, for instance, on corn, you have less rolling in the leaves. Those leaves are your photosynthesis factories. They are truly your solar panels. So having them wide open and still healthy, that's a huge deal. A lot of times when you see soybeans under drought stress or heat stress, you start seeing the color change, the leaves kind of flip over. I've got pictures, I've walked fields where to the line you can see bright green leaves are still going, and on the other side of it where it wasn't treated, you can see absolutely the change in color, and as a result, you're probably not getting as much of that sugar production as you could. So one of the best parts about AmiNo is how easy it is to work with. I have yet to find something that AmiNo is not compatible with. The biggest thing about it is you don't have to do an extra pass. It actually makes it very easy as a ride along. So guys that are already spending the money to go across the field, this is a very easy way to get all this benefit without a lot of extra cost. To be honest with you, a lot of extra logistics. AmiNo is like any other product. When you're evaluating if you're going to use it or not, it always comes down to cost. AmiNo is such a diverse product and what it does out there for the growers. And so when you look at costs, you got to look at what it actually brings to you ROI. Truly, with 8 bushels on corn, 5.5 on beans, it's helping you make yourself more profitable by everything it does. It's almost one of those things where every grower should be looking at on their final pass through the field.